referee with a whistle. So like and share. Yes, sir. Back at you with another one. Another one. Another one. Yeah. Another. Classic. As always, you know. Oh, man. Saturday night. Y'all in them streets. Yeah, people out in them streets Saturday night. It's Saturday night, man. Yeah, you out in them streets. You know, I just got back home, to be honest. Yeah, I just got back home. You know. Yeah. It's kind of chilly. It's kind of it's cold out. It's still cold. It's still cold outside, man. Can you believe it? God damn. It's what, April, and it's in the 50s. Man, last night was in the 30s. In April? Man, I haven't seen them temperatures since I was a kid. Man. Oh. Can you believe it? It's happening. So you better believe it. You know? It's happening, so you better believe it. You know? Saturday night. But the weather wasn't that bad today. It warmed up about 60 degrees. So I was out and about, you know, in and out of stores, buying food, you know, stuff that I needed, and all that good stuff. And when the weekends come, I basically do this. I do the things that I can't do during the weekday. That's all. Yeah. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've been observing a lot of stuff that's been happening and online. A lot of this shit is hilarious. A lot of this shit is funny. A lot of it, a lot of stuff I've been seeing lately online. I'm not surprised. You know, a lot of the stuff I've known like since the 90s. You know. Yeah, a lot of stuff people say and do. I mean, I've been knowing that shit since the 90s. You know. You know, so a lot of stuff people say, I'm not surprised. Just like that. Remember that cop, the mamacita. Y'all love the mamacitas, boy. I love them Latin women. That cop said that you know, she was on video spazzing out. Man, there's millions of Latin men and women that think like that. She just she's a cop, so she thought she could get away with it. She didn't think nothing was going to happen. That's why she was so comfortable saying it. And plus, there's a lot of people have identity problems. You know, she probably feel like she's a white woman. You know, more than likely. But you know what's crazy? Not crazy, but you know what's funny? That same woman spazzing out, talking shit about us in video, the cop, more than likely, she been ran through by brothers that work in that police department in Houston. So think about this for a second. All the shit she talked about pertaining to us in the video, She say one thing here, but behind the scenes, they probably ran a train on that ass. Think about that. Think about how wild that is. You be like, what? The same bitch that talked all the shit in the video as a cop. Man, them dudes at the police station in Houston ran a train on that ass. More than likely, she been ran through in that police department. And this is what I mean when I say people have identity problems. They'll say one thing here and doing something else behind the scenes. It happens all the time. It happens all the time, I'm telling you. You know. Now, here's the deal though. I don't want to be around nobody that think like that. I don't want to be around nobody that's wishy-washy. It's all over the place. One minute you this, next minute you that. I don't want to be around nobody like that. You know? And see, here's the thing. Another thing. Now, the Latin community got a bunch of organizations. Bunch of nonprofits. Ain't nobody came up and said she was wrong for saying what she said in the video. Not one organization, Latin organization, said anything. So that tells you a lot right there. That tells you that a lot of those people feel the same as she do. They just don't want to be attached to it. You know, that's all it is. Just don't, it's okay to think it, but just don't say it out loud. That's the mentality. But I already know the mentality. So I wasn't surprised at all. Because look, if you live in New York City, Florida, California, Texas, Atlanta, and really any of these small towns in America that's on the East Coast, you work with some people, you work with some Latinos or some mamacitas that had that same mentality. But they just didn't say anything because you're on the job working with them. You work around people that's like that. I know I have. I have worked around women that were like that. But they're not going to say it. You're going to have to pick up on it. That's what I did. And once I pick up on it, I said, oh, okay, I already know what time is with this broad. You know what I'm saying? You know, she thinks she a white woman. You know, she's on the white side of the game. And that's cool. I don't got a problem with that. I don't care, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't give a damn. I'm just here to work my job and take my ass home when it's time to leave. I ain't here for you to like me and be friends. Hell no. I'm here to get paid on this job. That's it. I ain't here to make friends with none of y'all. But a lot of these same women get ran through on the job. All the time. They get ran through all the time. Like a damn doorknob. Everybody gets a turn. Except for me. I don't fuck with them. No. I don't smash the females on the job. No, I never did it. No, I never did it. No. I never did it. I almost did, but I changed my mind at the last second. Literally, last second. Literally. If I would have gotten in the car, in her car, we've been going to her house. But I didn't get in the car. Literally, last second I changed my mind. Yeah, so I don't. Yeah, I don't smash the women at the job. Yeah, it's just never. I just never seen it turn into anything positive. It just usually doesn't happen for most people. Brian McKnight, what's up? What's up? I look like Brian. First I went from Wycliffe. Now Brian McKnight. Okay. Hey, Brian McKnight, he got a bald head, right? I have hair. I have a lot of hair. Brian McKnight got a bald head, right? If I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I'm just saying, you know. I don't think I look like Brian McKnight, but whatever, you know. I thought he had a bald head. You know. I think I went from Wyclef to Brian McKnight. Okay, all right, cool. I think I look like me, but you know, whatever. That's cool in the game. With all these broads that talk like that lady did, most of them get ran through on the job. Now, they didn't want to let her go. They had to. They had to let her go because she became a liability. They'll let your ass go on these jobs if you become a liability now. You better believe it. On these jobs, if you become a liability, nobody is above letting go if you become a liability. They will let your ass go tomorrow. If the heat is on, they'll be like, hey, we need to talk to you. You know, they will let you go on these jobs. They're not trying to, they don't want no bad press. They don't want none of that. You got to go. You know, it's been real, but hey, you got to go. You know. That's how that talk usually goes. And she was crying. She was crying because she got caught. And they let her go. She didn't think they was going to do anything to her. That's what that was. You know. But you have to understand, like, at the end of the day, it's really about the relationship you have with the person. Because you can have a relationship. I've never did this, but I've seen this before. You can have a relationship with a stone cold racist white woman, right? But she's still a female at the end of the day. And you still a man at the end of the day. And if you stay around her long enough, if she stays around you long enough, she's going to catch feelings. That's how that goes. Even though she might be a stone cold racist. Right? She's still going to catch feelings. Because you're a man and she's a female. That's how it goes. So at some point, Mother Nature takes over. This is why you have some women the ones that know themselves won't even put themselves in the setting of certain men because they don't trust themselves. Because they know if they're in the company of certain men, shit could go down. Older women, they understand this. Older women understand, hey, I'm not going over there. Y'all go ahead. Because they already know the type of guys that's over there. she knows if she go over there, she's gonna lose it. I'm talking psychologically. Her body might, she might get all tingly inside and shit, and some shit might go down with one of them guys. So to avoid that, she just won't go at all. You got to have them trolls, boy. Yeah, I never forgot what my dad said. He said, "You ain't got no trolls, you ain't doing enough." Yeah, but that's usually how it go. That's why I say dating is a psychological game more than anything. The relationship between a man and woman is a psychological game. Regardless of what a woman might say yesterday, but can she say that in front of your face? Probably not. Probably not. The only way she can say the same thing in front of your face is if she don't respect you at all. That's the only way. That's the only way. But if she don't have to like you necessarily as a person, but she probably respects you as a man. If that's the case, she's not gonna be able to say none of that shit. She would say in a video or over the telephone. That's how it go. So at the end of the day, if you really look at it like this, whatever you want to do with anybody, 9 times out of 10 it's gonna come down to what type of relationship y'all have. It's just gonna depends on the type of relationship y'all have. I mean, if you really think about it, think about any of your relatives, any of your friends. You know how far you can go with them, and you know how far you can't go with them as well. You don't have the same relationship with everybody. You don't. You can't. You can't. Because everybody's different. Everybody's raised by, some of us got the same mom, some of us got the same dad. Well, you have cousins, and some of us might have brothers and sisters with different parents. Some of us are from different towns, different cities, different states. Our upbringing is different. Our beliefs is different. Some of us don't have no beliefs. Some people religious. You're Muslim, you're Jew, you're Mormon, you're whatever, So you can't have the same relationship with everybody. That's impossible. So, at some point you're going to figure out, okay, I can't do this with that person. I can't go over there with that person. I can't take a vacation with that person. I can't have this person around certain people. At a certain point, if you stay around them long enough, you get to know them, you be like, okay, or whatever case, you might want a threesome, right? You say, oh, well, I can do it with her, but with her, no way, because y'all don't have a relationship like that. She ain't really feeling you like that. If she's really feeling you like that, she'll do anything in her power. There's no no in her vocab. It's gonna be like, we can try it. Ain't no. That's how they go. If she really feeling it, there's no such thing as no in her vocabulary. If that's the case, unless she got some type of handicap or something like that or whatever. But for the most part, if she really feeling you, she don't necessarily have to be into a woman if you want a threesome. But she don't make it happen anyway. Maybe it's your birthday or you graduated or some type of celebration or whatever the case may be. That's just an example. Or, something that she never even thought about doing with anybody. But she'll do it with you because of you. And it's because it has more to do with you than the act itself. That's how it goes. So when a woman says, "Oh, I would never do a thing like that," she ain't talking about you. She's talking about the other people. She's talking about the other. She's speaking broadly when she talks like that. She's not necessarily talking about you. That's you got to pick up on stuff like that. Like if a woman says, "Hey, I don't like doing that," well, she ain't never done it with you though. So she don't know how it would feel doing it with you. She's just speaking broadly. That's all. Yeah, smash the like button. Yeah, she's just speaking broad. She don't really know how it would be. She's only speaking from her experience. And you just met her. So y'all don't have no experience yet. You new. She's new to you and you new to her. That's how that goes. Oh, P.S. and by the way, I got a new book out. Love at First Click. 500 pages worth of game, baby. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, I'm already platinum. I'm like Slim Thug. I'm already platinum. I'm already platinum. I'm already platinum. Yeah, that's how it go, man. If a girl is really feeling you, there's no maybe, I don't know, we'll see. No, that shit don't exist. What up, bruh? Whoever you are. I don't know, man. I always thought when people said bruh, I always thought that shit was funny. What up, bruh? I don't know, man. Yeah, man. Nice painting? Yeah, thanks, man. A lot of people like that painting. A lot of people like it. Well, I don't think she's doing it no more. She's doing other shit now. I got it from Whitney Austin on Instagram. Yeah, she's not doing that. She don't got that one no more. The Black Abyss. Yeah, you can call her that. Yeah, that's what you call her. Yeah, I can see why you call her that. I get it. Yeah. She's doing more. She started painting last week. I don't know if she's gonna cause she used to do events here in Charlotte. So I don't know if she's gonna do those again. I'm not sure. She used to sell them online. She's not selling any online now. So I don't know. I know I seen a couple of her videos last week on Instagram. She's painting again, so I'm not sure. I'll keep following her to see what she got going on. You get lost in there. Yeah. She got a trailer load, right? She got a trailer loaded girl, trailer loaded girl, trailer loaded girl, trailer loaded girl. She got the whopper, for sure. What's my channel about? Our channel is about meeting women online. And I put it all here, baby. It's about meeting women online, basically. 500 pages a game. Yeah, it's about meeting women online. Worldwide. Yeah. Not countrywide. Worldwide. That's how we do it over here, man. We do it big over here. We do everything big. We don't pigeonhole ourselves. You know, we go big. We do anything, you do it big. That's what my grandmother told me. She said, whatever you decide to do, be the best you can be at it. And then this is how it got started. There was a woman that came over to the house, right? And she had on a short dress. And my grandmother was like, hey, married women don't wear dresses like that. You trying to be a hoe? And she's like, if you're trying to be a hoe, be the best hoe you can be. Be the biggest hoe you can be. He said, hey, whatever you do, do it big. Don't shortchange yourself. Don't be a little hoe, a bad hoe. Be the best hoe. You know. So I live by the same mentality. Do it big. Or just don't do it at all. I live by that philosophy. Whatever I get involved with, I'm trying to blow it up. Smash the like button. I'm trying to blow it up. I ain't trying to be a little fish in a big pond. No. Or I might start off like that, but I ain't gonna end up like that. Eventually, I'm gonna be the big fish, maybe in a small pond or maybe in a big pond. But I ain't trying to be the little fish forever. You gotta just say you gotta crawl before you walk. That's true. Which of the African countries would you like to visit? Probably Kenya. Yeah, probably Kenya. Probably one of them islands out there. What's the name of it? Start with an M. Probably one of them islands out there. Yeah, I'll go there. Probably Kenya, I would say. That's about it. Any place else, I hear too many horror stories. Ghana, nah, too many. I hear too many negative stuff about Ghana. And plus, every time I meet somebody from Ghana, there's always some type of scammer. You know? Yeah, I ain't trying to. Nah, I ain't. I don't know anyone over there, but I'm saying every time I meet somebody that's from there, they always try to pull a fast one on me. It seems like. So I'm like, nah, I'll pass on that. Yeah. Maybe Zanzibar. Yeah. Zanzibar, Kenya. That's about it, man. At one point, I said Johannesburg and basically South Africa, but nah, not necessarily. I kind of changed my mind on that. It's cool. Well, it might be cool for you, buddy. It might not. You probably know people there. Yeah. See, I don't want to go to Nigeria. Yeah, I know Nigerians. I know a lot of them be scamming. You know, they scamming in all the damn countries. All of them be scamming in all the damn countries. Kenya, they're scamming. Niger, they're scamming. Nigeria, they're scamming. South Africa, they're scamming. All East Africa, they're scamming. Damn near all the damn countries is running some type of scam. But, you know, I know a bunch of these people. I know a lot of these people that I met over the years. But I mean, I cut them off. I don't want to be around nobody like that. Shit, I might be next. So I ain't about to stick around with you. You might get me. Try to get me at some point. Shit. The hell with that. A lot of them be online. A lot of them scammers be online. On the apps and the websites. I run into them every once in a while. They send me messages like, I'll give you an example. Some girl sent me a message on Tinder and said she's in Nigeria, but she's from South Carolina. So I said, why are you in Nigeria? Oh, my mom's sick. That's why I'm over here. And now I ain't got no more money, right? So, okay. So, how long you been over there? She said, 2 years. So I said, oh, what's wrong with your mom? She said, oh, she ain't sick no more. I'm like, wait a minute. You lying ass bitch. You just told me your mom was sick. And she ain't sick no more. Get your ass out of here. Get your ass out of here. Yeah, get out of here. So it's that type of shit. I don't think that broad was from South Carolina at all. I think she was from Nigeria. She looked like she from Nigeria. She don't look like she from South Carolina. It was a dude. Maybe it was. See, that's another thing. A lot of times, a lot of these scammers be dudes with female profiles. I look like I'm from Africa too. No, I don't. No. Now you're going too far now. First they said I look like Wycliffe. And they say I look like Brian McKnight. And now you're saying I look like I'm from Africa. No, you're going too far now. God damn it. You're going too far now. You might be a Nigerian scammer. Hey, smash the like button. Smash the like button. You might be a Nigerian scammer. Brian McKnight, man, please. You look like a broke African. No, no, I'm not. Definitely ain't African, for sure. You know, I know it's a joke. Yeah, I get it, bro. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, but yeah, I'm not trying to be around no place that's known for scammers and dope. That's another thing. Any country that's known for dope, I ain't going there either. That's another thing. No scamming countries, I don't want to go there. You know, the only reason I would kind of go to some place like Kenya or Nigeria is if I really, really got to know someone really well. That's the only way I would consider it. But that hasn't happened yet, so I'm not. And I'm not going to anywhere where it's known for dope. So I'm not going to Colombia. We know what Colombia is known for. I'm not going down there. What for? You know? I'm not going down there. I'm not going to Peru. I'm not going down there. No. Bolivia, I'm not going down there. No. I'm from Ghana, but I'm not a scammer. Well, that's good. I'm not saying it's everybody, but we know there's enough of them out here. Plus, man, they have institutionalized scams over there. You know, institutions. You know, man, you already know what it is, bro. I don't gotta explain. You already know what it is. I've known about this shit since, I don't know, 20 years ago. Yeah, you already know what it is. I'm not telling you. I don't have to tell you anything new. You already know what it is. They're kicking people out of Japan. That's from Nigeria. They don't even want accept the goddamn passport. Like, damn, get out of here. Shit, you out of here. Cancel. Why? You know? Shit, man, come on. Yeah, I ain't really. Look, I've traveled around the world, and I said this before. I was not impressed with these other places when I traveled. I wasn't really impressed with none of these places like that. The only place I was, most of these places I didn't even like. I didn't like a lot of these places, these other countries like that. I don't like the food. That's the biggest problem. I don't like the food like that. And I didn't really have strong relationships with people like that in these other countries too. I knew, I know a lot of people in other countries, but we don't really have a good relationship like that. It's okay, but it ain't. It ain't. We don't have the best relationship in the world. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like that. It's one of those things where I see you when I see you. You know? I see you next time. I'm not really close with a lot of people overseas like that. I keep in touch with some people, but I haven't seen them in a long time. Most of these people, I haven't seen them in a long time. I talk to them every once in a while, but that's really the extent of it. Now, if I go visit somewhere and they happen to be there, cool. Have you ever tasted an Indian jollof rice? No, I never had it. I keep hearing about it. People have been making fun about it. They're making fun about it all the time. Is it good? Is it good? They be making fun about it all the time. Eating jollof. Hey, I've seen a lot of Ghanese food. I don't like how it looks. It's too it's too I don't like how the food. I seen some food online, man, that they eat in Ghana. I don't like how it looks. If I don't like how the food looks, I'm not eating it. If I don't like how it looks, and if I don't like how it smells, I'm not eating it. It's too much water. The stuff that I seen. Yeah, it says, and they eating with their hands, man. Yeah, man, they eating with their hands in the video online. Yeah, man. No, man. No. I thought that was some weird shit, man. When I saw that, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know, I don't know. That's never true. I mean, I seen the video for myself. I mean, I'm just telling you what I saw, bro. I was telling you what I saw. And plus, hey, why people a lot of these people can't get visas, man? I was trying to tell this girl, hey, that's me. Come over here one weekend. She can't get a visa. Damn. And running so much scams over there, bro. They can't even get a visa, bro. Come on, man. Look, let me tell you something. Joyce might not make me stand out. What the hell is this crazy message I got? Oh, she from Kenya. Oh, no. She from Nigeria. She can't get a visa, bro. A lot of these women can't get visas. But that's just reality, bro. I'm telling you. Usually they have to find somebody to help them get a visa. That's what I was told. They need like an independent person to help them. To push the paperwork through. That's what I was told. And this guy that's he works in the Philippines. He started a company like that, where he basically helped people in the Philippines, mostly women in the Philippines, get visas to come to America. Even if it's for a vacation. You know what I'm saying? That's his whole business, is to help them get a visa to come to America or Europe or wherever they want to go, basically. You know, and he ain't really. He's not that expensive either. You know him? Oh, okay. Yeah, man. Yeah. So he told me, in the Philippines especially, if a girl applies for a visa by herself, he said, man, there's a 99% chance it's gonna get turned down. I said, God damn. He said you can have all the paperwork, all flight, everything, 99% chance it's gonna get turned down. I said, damn. And he said, just like that in these other countries. Same thing. He said they need somebody to help them do that shit, so they can push it through. Cause there's no rule of law in a lot of these countries. Basically, what happens with one person might not happen with the other person. I said, shit, that sounds like living in America to me, buddy. He was like, yeah, basically, yeah. But he said the only difference in America is y'all don't need help for stuff like that, because the American passport is strong, and that's how it is. And plus, being over here, we're not known for scamming people and worldwide. We don't have a reputation like that. You know, so that's, you know, he was breaking all that shit down to me, why things are the way it is. And plus, he said a lot of times the people doing the interviews be thinking that the girl ain't gonna come back. People doing the interviews think that the girl is basically trying to get away. And when that bitch get on that flight, and see you later, deuces. So that's, if they think you ain't gonna come back doing the interview, what they gonna do? It's gonna be rejected, because there are no hardships in these countries. So there's a likelihood that a person might not return to his or her country on time. Yeah. But see, that's the thing. Why would you? How do you leave your family behind like that? That's fucked up, man. I can't. I don't understand. I don't care how bad it gets. I can't leave my family behind. See, I've known some of these people that have done that. As soon as they said, fuck the family, they left. They out. I couldn't do that. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I know a woman today left her kids, husband behind. Fuck y'all, I'm coming to America. She ain't never been back. That's not uncommon. That's all I don't understand how people do that. You got to be a different type of person to do some shit like that. I don't get it. No, I don't get it. You're right. Well, the difference is between family means a lot to me. Family means a lot to me. So that's the part that I don't get with other people. I met some other people. Family doesn't seem to be mean the same to them. Like, I hear a lot of people talk about family this and family that. But at the end of the day, that's bullshit. What means more to them, from my perspective, just being around them and watching them, they care about lifestyle. They care about lifestyle. That's what they talk about most of the time. They care about lifestyle. I'm like, bitch, you ain't got no lifestyle. You ain't rich. What are you talking about? You ain't from a wealthy family? What are you talking about? They start talking lifestyle. What? You don't got no lifestyle. All you got is a job. What are you talking about? So, yeah, I don't understand that shit. Look, I've struggled too. So I ain't leaving nobody behind. Shit. It's normal in Africa, bro. Oh, I know it is. Yeah, it is. I don't understand that shit. It's a different mentality. You know what I'm saying? But it's not normal for us over here. No, not us. I don't know about these other groups of people. When I say us, I'm talking about my family. It's not normal for us. No. We're not leaving. Nobody is left behind. Nobody is left behind in my family. You know, that's how we get down. Yeah, so I know it's normal over there. I've talked to a lot of these people. So, hey, to each his own. So, if your family means a lot to you, it's better for you to leave your country, Africa, and move to America, hustle and send money home. Man, look, most of these people ain't sending no money home, bro. I've heard that back in the 90s. Most of these people not sending money home, bro. They're not. There's some doing it, but not many. They come over here, man, and start raising hell. Get turned out by white people. Well, that's what usually happens most of the time. They come over here and get turned the fuck out, bro. That's just... I've heard that back in the 90s, bro. I heard that, I'm sending money back home, and that's like in the strippers. That and the strippers and the girls in the strip club, you say, reason why I'm in the strip club, because I'm paying for college. Well, come on, man. You got to stop saying that shit. I heard that back in the 90s. The strippers and the foreigners, they'd be lying their ass off when it comes to that. You know, you got to come up with a new lie. Now, I'll be like, shit, come on now. $200 in Ghana, it's in 2000. Well, that's good. But a lot of these people ain't sending no money back home, I'm telling you. They just be talking. When they get over here, boy, it's on and popping, boy. Because usually they're going to New York, L.A., D.C. That's where they're going when they get over here. USA is heaven for most of Africans. Yeah, because they like hanging around the white people. I don't know why. You know, it's not heaven for us. We're born and raised over here, so we know what time it is. Yeah, so it's just a different. People are different mentality, or whatever. But hey, it is what it is, man. But I don't be trying to change people's way of thinking. No, I don't got time for all that. I'm like a reporter. That's why I wrote this book. I wrote this book. I'm like a reporter. I put everything in there, and I'm letting you know what happens out here and why it happens and why it keep happening over and over and over again. So I'm like a reporter, a game spitter, and I talk about stuff that I haven't heard people talk about. And some of the stuff I can't even talk about online. That's why I put it in the book. Can't talk about it online because they want to censor a motherfucker and all the bullshit. They don't want me to tell y'all what's really going on out here. They want to have y'all handicapped. That's what it is. But meanwhile, that's why I say I always say the game is rigged. Over here, there's too many double standards over here. One person can say this, one person can't say that. I can give you 5 steps to this. I can give 2 people the same steps to the same thing. One will make it, the other one won't. That's how it is. 2 people have 2 different experiences. Out of 10 people, I can tell them do the same thing. Probably 6 out of 10 will make it. The other 4 won't make it. Or probably less than that. It just depends. That's just what it is. Because of it's the environment that we're in today. A lot of it comes down to where they live, who they live with, the environment, your parents, your upbringing, your belief, your self-esteem, self-image. I can go on and on. How much discipline you have, how confused you are. Some people have identity problems. What I do for a living? I'm a programmer. Yeah. I'm a programmer. And I also do this for a living too. Yeah. All right. Yep. I speak. Yep. And I'm a programmer as well. Yep. I wish I could plug my phone up, but I'm not. I'm just going to actually, that cord is not long enough, so actually, no, it's not long enough. Yeah, which a programming language, mostly HTML, mostly HTML and CSS. I know a little bit of. Uh, oh, okay. Yeah, mostly HTML, CSS. Yeah, that's about it, really. That's it. Yeah, that's pretty basic. I don't really get. I never really got into anything complicated. Nah, nah. Especially today, boys. With the help of AI, oh man, it's whew. AI is like now AI is like godsend. AI is like godsend. Somebody like me. Whew, my God, man, I can do the same thing. Something that took me 6 months to a year to do, I can do that shit in a month or two. Woo, my God. Yeah. Do it and be someone. What the hell? Some old troll? What the hell? What the hell that mean? There's a lot of weirdos online, bro. I mean, there's a lot of weirdos offline too, but there's a lot of weirdos online. I'm telling you, man. Yeah. Hold on. I'm trying to plug my phone out. There's a lot of weirdos. Let me see. A lot of weird. There's a lot of programming languages, though. A lot of them. Some of them I never heard of. You know, it's a lot of them. But I stick to basics. Yeah, basic stuff. I try not to make things complicated. It's to see the simple things in life. Um, Usually works for the best, based on my experience. I mean, life is already complicated as it is. So why I try not to make things even more complicated. So I try to keep things simple. You know, I ain't trying to be a damn designer. You know, I ain't trying to experiment with every goddamn thing. I know what I want, and I find a way to get it and make it happen. I have a mechanical engineering background, so I do Python. Okay, I heard of Python. Yeah, yeah. I never have I ever used Python. I took a class. I took a class with Python, but I never used. Once I left the class, I never used that shit ever again. I never used it, bro. And when WordPress came about, oh, another WordPress is another godsend platform. Yeah, boy, when WordPress came about, I damn near threw all my books away. When it come to programming language, I damn near threw all them shits away. When WordPress came about, I damn near threw all them shits away, bro. I'm like, I don't need this shit. I don't need this damn these books no more. I haven't heard of it. Yeah, yeah. It's just a WordPress is just a platform, just like Wix or any of these other Squarespace, just like any of these other platforms. Yeah, I'm like hell with this, hell with all these damn books. I damn near threw all of them shits away. You know, yeah, because it makes things easy. You don't have to start from scratch no more. The software does half the work. You know, I remember like taking a class, man. You had to start from scratch. You had to build a website from scratch. I'm like, damn, you got to start everything from scratch. And the lady started laughing, and then probably like 5 years after that class, WordPress came out, and I was like, oh man, it's even better. You know, keep things simple. You don't have to be a genius. And plus, you know, I work with a lot of East Indians on a lot of these projects or programming. And a lot of these people are horrible, bro. They be scamming and finessing. And they're not that good either. That's another thing. You know, because there's I don't know, a belief that a lot of people have that a lot of East Indians are so great. They're not that good. Hey, they don't even speak English worth a damn. So how can you be so good? You know, come on, man. Stop playing with me. You know, if you're not better than me, you're not that good as a programmer. I'm sorry. You know, and I don't think I'm great. But the reason why I had to get good at it is because I got tired of being scammed by a lot of these damn people. Oh, good night. Yeah, it is. It's pretty late in Ghana. Yeah, it's like it's pretty late over. I think it's like 5 hour time difference between us. Yeah, good night, man. Take it easy. Salute. You know, but yeah, man. At the end of the day, man, in life, it's gonna come down to the quality of your life is gonna come down to relationships you have with everybody, and you can't have the same relationship with everybody, and you have to know how far to go with everybody. That's what it really comes down to, you know. But hey, man, I'm about to get off here. It's about 10:30 where I'm at. So, like, share this episode, and don't forget to check out my best-selling book, Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, BooksAMillion.com, wherever books sold. You dig.